I'm going to run through about 15 to 20 minutes roughly of hip mobility. So all you're going to need is a brick if you've got one. If you haven't got one, it's not the end of the world. Just come to seating on your mat, chest up tall, bring your hands behind low back, drive both heels into the floor about hips distance apart, and then just gently starting to internally and externally rotate at the hip.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Alexa, turn off. So just keep swiveling in and out. Just get a sense of how your hips are feeling. And then from here, just going to straighten into the right leg. Bring the left leg around so it's at a 90-degree angle. And try to keep chest up nice and tall. If you feel that you're slightly leaning over, that's fine. But try just to work to keeping your chest up tall. And then chest up, just gently hinging at the hip to work your way forwards. Keep pushing this heel into the floor, keep pushing this knee into the floor. And just get a sense of really waking up the adductors on the left thigh, feeling it on the inside of the left thigh. And then see if you can just gently lean forwards, still pushing the back of the calf into the mat and the left knee into the floor. And then see if you can just raise the hands up off the floor. If you feel this is a bit too much, just keep the fingertips on the floor. Just gently hinge forwards, come back up, hinge forwards, come back up. Keep pushing this left knee into the floor. The chest, sternum is reaching in the direction of the foot. Coming into a 90-90, just bringing this right leg into a 90-degree angle now. Left leg's at a 90-degree angle. Chest up nice and tall. Left knee, right knee are pushing into the mat. Try to twist, open up torso towards this right thigh as your sternum comes in the direction of the right knee. Hands just outside of the thigh, and you can lean in like this, or if that feels a little bit easy, you can just walk the hands forwards and then start to gently, keeping your torso off of the thigh, start to walk your fingertips forwards. Get a sense of both knees are pushing into the floor as you lean. And then again from here, you can raise the hands up off the floor, but if that feels a bit too much, just keep the fingertips on the floor. Otherwise, hands off, and you can just lean in the direction of the thigh. Come back up. Keep pushing both knees into the mat. As you come down, come back up. Aim for 5, so we'll go 2 more. Last one. Try to see if you can hover. Both knees pushing into the mat. Come back up. Bring both legs around to the front. Left leg stays out this time. Right leg comes around to a 90-degree angle. Left toes facing towards the ceiling. Again, if you find that you're leaning out here, that's fine. Just try to get a sense of chest is up tall. The right knee is pushing into the mat. You're just firing up into the right adductors, the inside of the thigh. As you try to lean in the direction of the foot. Sternum, the inside of the chest plate, just in between chest, is reaching the direction of the foot. Fingertips reach forwards. And then again, keeping palms pushing into the mat, this feels enough. Rise hands up off the floor. And then just come in for some reps. 5, 4, 3, right knee's really actively pushing into the floor. 2, 1. Left leg coming into a 90-degree angle now, so we've got 90-90 going on in both thighs. Chest, torso is coming over the left thigh. Hands at either outside of the thigh or fingertips walking in front of. Both knees again pushing into the floor as we actively come forwards. We're not just slumping down and resting, we're actively pushing both knees into the mat. Should start to feel a bit of firing up in the left glute. Again, you can keep it here, working into the mobility of the hip. If you want to go a little bit deeper, hands up off of the mat, chest in the direction of the knee. As we inhale, come back up, going for 5 reps. Both knees pushing into the floor. 2 more reps to go. And then last one, just try to hover. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring both legs out in front. Give a little shake off. Left leg coming round. Right leg coming round, 90-90. Here's where we're going to grab our brick. Bringing your brick onto the thigh. Your upper belly is going to come on top, just to keep your chest parallel to the thigh. From here, actively pushing the right knee into the floor, left knee into the floor, and see if we can raise that left heel up off of the floor. Mine's only coming up off of the floor maybe, I don't know, an inch or 2, and then gently lowering down. We're going to go for 10 reps. 2, 3, try to keep your chest parallel to the floor. 4, 5, might find that you feel slight cramping outside of the hip. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now bring the foot back onto the floor, the toes raising off, pushing the heel into the floor as we drive the knee up high. Still trying to keep chest parallel to the floor. Keep squeezing the outside of the glute as we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you feel you're cramping, just come and sit up. Shake the leg off. While it's coming back to the position we was in. Now trying to raise the heel and the knee off the floor at the same time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back round. Again, shake it off if you need to. Otherwise, right leg in 90-degree angle, left leg 90, both knees pushing into the floor. Brick coming onto thigh, upper belly just below the ribs, coming onto the brick. So this is the medium angle. It's not the lowest, it's not the highest, it's just the medium angle. Here, torso on, keeping my chest parallel so we just don't open up basically. Both knees pushing into the floor as we try to raise this back heel off of the floor. Give you a better look of how high my foot's actually coming off, not very high at all. Here, I'm going to try to raise my back heel. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to drive the right ankle into the floor as my right toes and knee come off for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, if you're cramping up, just come up and shake it off. Otherwise, here, the ankle and the knee both at the same time raising off the mat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Here, just come to swivel side to side. Just gently mobilising into the hips and just getting a sense of shaking them out a little bit. Now coming back into that 90-90 position, we'll start this on the left side. Again, the right knee pushing into the floor. Bring the brick. It can be medium, low or high. I'll be a bit ambitious and try to start high. From here, hands just squaring off the thigh. Try to lift the leg as high as you can, the front leg. Try to bring the foot up and over the brick. Bring it outside and then bring it up and around. 2, we'll just aim for maybe 5 to 10 reps. 3, 4, 5. Try, further your chest is, this compression is, the better, but if you find that you have to bring your hands behind your low back, that's all good. Just start wherever you're at and then just build up over time. I'll aim for 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Ooh. Other side. So I'll just set myself up, back leg 90, front leg 90. In the brick, I don't know, foot's distance away from the shin. Hands framing off the front thigh. As we raise the right ankle and the right knee off the floor, and then try to straighten the leg to bring the foot up and around the block, and then bring it back round. This left knee is pushing into the floor. Five, 4, 3, 2 more, 2, last one. Ooh. Come back to that swivel. And then from here, you can make this a little bit progressively harder by just bringing both knees to the floor, pushing forwards, bringing the hands back behind low back, driving the hips forwards, coming back round, driving the hips forwards. And also another way to make that hard would be no hands. You get the idea there. You can go for as long as you want there, maybe 10 each side, 5 each side. Coming back, right foot out in front, just working on a bit of internal, external rotation. If you just line both knees up together, the inside of the left foot is flat onto the floor, and here I'm just going to try to open and bring it back in. Just going for about 10 reps here. 9, so the knees come into the inside of the right knee. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you can just bring the knee in. Try to keep chest up tall. Here I'll come flat on the left foot, chest up tall. And you can just work here into opening up into the right hamstring a little bit, hinging at the hip, just to work forwards. Big breath in. Exhale to just bring the chest further forwards. Try not to round in the upper back. If you can grab a hold of the foot, that's all good. That doesn't really matter. Do you want to work on more on the feeling of opening the back of the right hamstring? If this position feels really uncomfortable, this left knee next to the right, you could bring the left foot to the inside of the right thigh, go into more of a Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. Otherwise here it's really working into the internal rotation of the left hip. And we'll do the same just on the right side. So left leg's out. Right knee to the inside of the left thigh. Try to sit up nice and tall on the inside of the right foot here. I'm just going to open and then close, open, close. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I'm getting some crunching going on. 2, 1, and bringing it in. Just working into the internal rotation of the hip. Done quite a lot of opening, so here we're just closing it off. You can come flat on top of the foot. Try to keep the chest up tall, and from here, you might find like really out of balance that you're just getting pushed over. So you could just bring the hand to the outside, use your brick to slightly lean forwards, just working up into opening up into the left hamstring a little bit more. You could just stay here, chest up nice and tall. Coming back to where you started, chest up nice and tall, both heels pushing into the floor, bring hands behind low back. So really pushing the heels into the floor, get a sense of feeling it in the hamstrings, and then just back to that internal and external rotation. See how different.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Why are you starting again? Internal, external rotation of the hips. See how it feels from when you started. And that will do.